Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to connect JDBC with MySQL in Eclipse IDE. So let's start. At first, go to your favorite browser and type MySQL connector jar and click enter. Then go to the first website. Then select the operating system, select platform independent. Now there are two types of files to download. One is star and zip. I will download the zip file. So click on download beside the zip file and it will start to download. As you can see, it is telling us to log in or sign up, but we will not do that. We will just click on no thanks, start my download. Click on this and it will start to download. As you can see, my download is happening here. Now go to the file explorer and go to the downloads folder. As you can see, MySQL jar is already downloaded. So now right click on it and extract it. So right click and click on extract to MySQL jar connector and it will extract it in a folder. As you can see, the extraction is completed. Click on it. As you can see, MySQL jar J 2.0 is here. Inside this we have the MySQL connector.jar. So this .jar file is the connector which we have to connect, and we can connect our Java project using JDBC with MySQL. Now go to your Eclipse IDE and create a Java project. Click on File, New, then click on Java project. Give the project name. Let me give as ABC. So ABC is our Java project name. Click on Finish. Now right click on this ABC Java project and click on Build Path. Click on Configure Build Path. Now go to the libraries and then select Module and click on Add Jars or Add External Jar beside it. As you can see, we are going to the download section where I have downloaded my jar connector, and here inside MySQL connector folder we have the MySQL connector folder, and inside that we have the MySQL connector jar. So this jar we have already downloaded and we will use this jar file or this MySQL connector file to connect our Java program with MySQL. So select this jar file and click on open. So this jar is added on the module path. Click on apply and click on apply on close. Now go to this project and right click on it, click on new and then click on class. So we will create a new Java class inside this ABC project. Let me give the Java class name as JDBC1. And let me start it with an uppercase letter. Then click on this public static void main because we want a main function in this file, and click on finish. So here we will create our client Java application, and this MySQL connector.jar file is a must and it needs to be added on the module path of this Java application. Otherwise, it will not be able to connect to the MySQL database. Different SQL servers have different jar files. For example, in our case, we are using MySQL server. So to connect with the database, we have to use MySQL connector.jar. If we use Oracle server, then we have to use Oracle connector.jar. So this jar file varies with the database servers. Now at first we will open our XAMPP control panel. In my case, I am using MySQL of XAMPP server, but you can use MySQL of MySQL Workbench also, or MySQL itself also. It varies. You can use MySQL servers of any kind, but in my case I am using XAMPP server. So I am opening my XAMPP server and I am starting the Apache and MySQL, as you can see, and then I will open the MySQL admin by just clicking on the admin beside the MySQL, and then I will create a table inside the database. As you can see, my PHP MyAdmin is open. Here we have a database named data. I have already created this database, and inside this database I will create a table named employee. So I will give the table name employee, and number of columns I will give 3, and then I will click on create. After creating this, it will ask us to name the columns. So I have given the 3 column names. One is ID, then name and age. The type of ID is int, name varchar, and age is int. And I have given the ID as auto index. And then I will save it to create this table employee inside database data. So the database name is data and the table name is emp, and it has 4 fields, 4 not 3 fields, that is ID, name and age. So remember the structure, and now we will connect the Java application with this database. Now to connect our Java application with MySQL database, we have to import the SQL package. For that, I will import java.sql.star. This java.sql.star contains all the libraries and files which are needed to connect to the MySQL server. At first, I will copy the basic default boilerplate code. As you can see, I have copied the code for connecting to the database. Now I will explain to you one by one. At first, I have enclosed the connection code inside try and catch block, because what if you give the wrong database name or wrong username? Then it will show the correct error in the output screen. Or else, if it is wrong and we have not used try catch block, then it will not show any error. Instead, it will not run the application at all. So to avoid that problem, we will use try catch block so as to show the error on the output screen. At first, we will register the JDBC driver. For that, we have a class called class, and this class contains method for name, and inside that we will use com.mysql.cj.jdbc.driver. This driver is contained inside MySQL connector java.jar, and we will use this driver to load the driver, this function to load the driver. After that, we will create a connection. So this is the connection URL, jdbc://localhost:3307/data, and now I will explain to you what are these. So connection object, we are creating connection con, and we are using the function get connection of the driver manager class, and inside this get connection we have to first give the URL to the server. What is JDBC? JDBC is the API which will connect our application to the database. Then MySQL is the database. Localhost is the name of the server name, and we can give the IP address of the server, that is 3307 in my case. In your case it will be 3306. Remember that. If you have not made any changes to your server, then in your case it will be 3306. Don't give 3307 here as like me. Then slash, you have to give the database name. In my case, the database name is data. As you have seen that I have created a database called data inside PHP MyAdmin, and inside this database we have a table called employee. So this database name data I am giving here slash, and then inside double quotes I will give the username to the server. So in my case, the default username to MySQL database is root, and in my case the password to the MySQL database is nothing. In your case, you have to remember what you have given the password while installing the database. You might install MySQL Workbench or XAMPP or WAMP, anything. You can use any MySQL database server, but you have to remember the password you have given, so that you give that password here, and also give the correct name of the database here. As I have given data, in your case you might give any other name, and you have to give it correctly. After that, you have to create a statement. As I have created statement stmt equals to con.create statement. This will create the statement to connect to the database, and then inside the result set rs I have executed a query select start from emp. So I have created a table employee emp short form, and inside that I have inserted one column only, one ID, Alex name, and age is 20. So I will display it on the output screen to see whether the application is running and it actually got connected or not. So I have run this select query inside the execute query method of the statement object. Then I will loop through the result set system.out.println rs.getInt, rs.getString, rs.getInt. Why? Because the first column is integer, the second column contains the name, so it is getString, the third column contains the age of the employee, so it is getInt, and the first column is 1, second column is 2, and third column is 3. That's why I have given it right like this. So these are the functions to get the columns one by one. And after doing this, I will close the connection. Okay. And in the exception block, as you can see, whatever error it will show, it will print on the output screen. So I am not explaining it deeply because in this video, the main target is to explain to you how to connect it with the database and to create a successful connection. And I will explain all these details of JDBC in the next video, so wait for that. And now let's run this application. So for running this application, at first I will save it Ctrl+S, and then I will right click on this file and click on run as, click on Java application, and let's see whether it shows the output or not. As you can see on the output screen, on the console screen, it is showing 1 Alex 20. This is the only row I have inserted in this database. If I insert another row, suppose I insert 2 in place of ID, then in place of name I am inserting Riju, and then in place of age I am inserting 20. Then go, I'm clicking on go to insert another row on this table. You can insert it manually using SQL query. If you have learned how to use SQL query, I will make a separate video on that. But for now, let's see whether it shows the output or not. Right click, run as Java application. As you can see, it showed the 2 rows. It printed the 2 rows. So the connection is successful. So we have successfully connected our Java application using JDBC with MySQL database. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends and family. Thanks for watching my video. Have a nice day.